Okay, you're very antsy. So I'm going to read you something that I'm 7 in this thing, right? 7 years old, so I wasn't cursing yet. And I was raised in Jamaica. How many Jamaicans in the audience? Like fucking Flatbush.
It's like a fucking Flatbush.
How many Trinidad? I know. I guess that's all, yeah. Okay, here we go. How many Bayesians? More Bayesians than Trinidad.
Haitian.
Alright, just, Caribbean people just say, we should well remember that being Caribbean, being Trinidadian, or being St. Lucian, or being Black American, it just means that, the slave ship just stopped different places.
Exactly. We got off the first stop.
We all share a same history, So regardless of the fact that Jamaicans make better curry than Trinidadians.
Wow. Really? Really?
Share a common history. So since I'm in the Christian college, is this a really Christian college?
Supposedly. Yeah, so.
I'm going to read something that's called The Wages of Sin is Death. June says that since I am 7 now, it is time I start helping to do more things around the house. She decides that I should help Grandma make beds. We take everything off our bed, including the flat sheets, straighten out the fitted sheet, drape the flat sheets evenly all over the bed, fluff the pillows, and lay them neatly at the head of the bed. I do such a good job that Grandma sends me to make Garrett's bed. I climb over into the corner between his bed and the wall to straighten out the fitted sheet when something sharp sticks me in the knee. I pull out the magazine and flip through it. At the top of every page are the words, Penthouse magazine. Every page has a story with a picture of what is happening inside the story. In all the pictures, the women are naked. A woman dressed in black leather gloves, only black leather gloves, throws her back her long mane and moans as she reaches ORGASM. I sound out the new word letter by letter, making great hair with the unfamiliar consonant clusters. Orgasm. This is more interesting than any Nancy Drew or Bob's Twin mystery I've read. My mouth wraps itself comfortably around the unusual music of the strange word. I knew I had to share it with someone. I carefully tuck the magazine back under their trap and go to find my brother Delano. Delano, you know what an orgasmo is? Orgasmo? It sounds like a church organ that uses gas. Oh, that's not what it is. Try again. Orgasmo. Is that a dirty word? It's not dirty, Delano. It just has to do with my cocoa bread. Lord! Delano, that is nasty. That is nasty. I'm going to tell Aunt June. Aunt June, Stacy Ann is outside talking nastiness about her cocoa bread. Aunt June doesn't stop to ask me any questions. She sends me for the belt and beats the living daylight out of me for talking about my private business in public with a man. As the shiny black police belt sticks my legs, I tell myself that Delano is not really a man. He is only 10, only 2 years older than me, but when it comes to cocoa bread, it looks like everybody with a penis is a man. Second part, and the word became flesh. I am very intrigued by the stories I read in the magazine. I have no idea who put it there, but I'm very happy to find it. I read stories of women who are very excited, that is the word they use, excited to discover the ecstasy of the orgasm. In some of the books, the pictures go with the stories, but in some of the magazines, the pictures do not match what I read. Some of the women don't have any clothes on, and all of them have their legs wide open. Some of them are rubbing their cocoa breads with shiny red fingernails. It's all very strange and exciting. The women look happy and sad at the same time, like they're eating an ice cream cone that is not really their favorite flavor.
The double entendre is great there. The double
I
entendre is
begin
great.
to wonder if the cocoa bread, if my cocoa bread looks like the cocoa bread in the magazine. I should have a look at it. I have to go to the one place nobody will find me. The pit toilet is rarely ever used. Day after day, a pit toilet is really an outhouse. Anybody familiar with an outhouse? Like 4 people. Rich Americans don't have an outhouse. Where am I? Day after day, it stands empty. Not much more than a wood shed built over a concrete-covered sewage receptacle. The pit toilet is so small that only a makeshift toilet of wood can fit inside. The toilet doesn't use running water or flusher to make the waste go away. The waste is directly below, so the tiny cubicle smells like milk parts all the time. There is not much to using a pit toilet. You just sit, do your business, and put the cover down. I look down into the hole. There are giant roaches crawling up the inner walls. I look further down. Bits of things are floating in what looks like a big black swimming pool. I definitely wouldn't be in here unless I had to be. I climb up onto the seat and slowly squat. My naked bottom hangs over the gigantic opening of the square toilet. I carefully examine my underneath. On the face of the cocoa bread, there are tiny black hairs and some little things that look like mouths. The mouths are closed, like they're keeping a big secret. I push the mouth open. Tongue pokes out at me. I poke the tongue. The lips get wet. That is where the orgasm happens. I poke the tongue again and again and again. The lips get wetter and wetter and wetter. I am bouncing up and down the seat so much my foot slips and I fall feet first in the opening of the seat. One leg and one arm are both completely in. The other arm is grasping at the side of the seat. The other leg is caught in a strange angle that has just barely kept me from falling all the way in. I know I can't call anybody to help me. The dirty magazine is right there, open, with devil daisies, bottom cheeks separated by the spine of the open pages. Luscious Lily is throwing kisses at me. I have no idea what I would tell my auntie to keep her from pushing the rest of me down into the pit for looking at those pictures. It takes me nearly an hour to climb out by myself. And when I finally collapse, shaking and picking roach legs off my hip and thigh, I know I am never going to look at my cocoa bread ever again.